Welcome to Arc360 on Point. My name is Dave Nguyen. Our guest for today's show is Ian Dang from Fancy Pen Investment. I'm very pleased to have Ian today, and our topic for today's show is about Investment 101. So welcome to our Art360 on Point, Ian.
Thank you, Dave.
So what exactly the stocks, the definition of stocks?
Okay, stocks is basically it's a you buy a share of a company and you become owner of the company. So by owning a share of the company, then you share the profit of the company as well as the losses of the company. So that's what a stock is.
I understand that there's many ways to invest money. I mean, you could do it through mutual fund. You could put it in a saving account. You
Correct.
could buy a CD. So why investing in a stock?
Well, a mutual fund really is a it's a diversification of a stock. So you buy multiple stocks and you put together. And when you buy, but it's hard to keep track. But if you have stocks, what happens is that you in control of that stocks, and you can study the stocks and see if it's go up and down.
So if an everyday person, perhaps like my parents
Yes.
or my brother, if they would like to go out there and buy a mutual fund, can they do that, or they have to go to a broker? Or if they would like to buy a stock, how would they do so?
Okay, so if you want to buy a mutual fund, you can go to any brokerage firms, like Fidelity or Schwab, and they have different products. You can buy that. And also in those companies, the brokerage firms as well, you could also open an account with them. And that account will allows you to buy and sell stocks on your own. So you pick the stock that you want, or you sell the stock that you want. But and also some other companies you can do it online, so you can open an account online and do that as well. So in a mutual fund, they already bought the stocks for you, and the group of stocks for you. But if you do online, you control the stocks that you want to buy.
So basically, the only reason for people like us or everyday people who would like to to invest money, I mean, the whole point about this is to earn an additional money
Correct.
as a result of the investment, either through a mutual fund or stock.
Okay.
So
Correct.
how would you be able to earn money from investing into a stock, for example?
Well, the way you earn money is that you would need to buy a stock that would the stock of a company that would report profit. And so, and the way it works is that the company usually, when it earns money, it makes a profit, and then it will either give back to the investors as dividend, or it would reinvest itself in the company. So the price of the stock will go up. So a stock is a good way to invest because it's fairly easy in the sense that anyone can set up an account and buy it.
So is there a limit of how much money you need to have in order to invest?
Well, I think that most accounts you could start with as little as $2,000, and then certain brokerage firm will let you open an account with $2,000, and then it will let you trade.
But it doesn't have to be just $2,000.
Correct.
$500 or $200.
Well, I think the minimum I think is for some brokerage firms I think is $2,000 and on up.
Okay. So if I would like to open an account in order to invest in a stock, how would I do so?
First, you need to. I think you need a few things. One, you need to have your social security numbers and some identities, and then you would go to online, and then you would fill out some of the requirements, and then you're ready to trade. It's very similar to opening a checking account or savings account. Very similar.
So basically, you have a basic kind of information like normally when you want to apply to a credit card, you need your identity.
Yeah. Correct.
Social security number.
Yeah, it's nothing complicated.
Okay. And so once the account is open, can you immediately do the trading?
I think you have to once you open an account, you have to put money in. And then that takes, I think, to clear the check, that takes a couple of days. And then once that, you're ready to go.
I I see. Okay.
But the most important thing is not so much those steps, is to determine which stock you want to buy. So before you even do that, you have to do your homework and decide which stock would be appropriate for you and which stock.
How would you do the homework? I mean,
well, this is first. I think the easiest way is to read the news and see any company that is appear in the news, and then look into it a little bit more and see if that company is about to make money or has made a lot of money, and then. And from the news, then you can go some of the websites that have financials statements or financial news, and then you can dig some more into it and look some additional reports about those companies.
I see.
And then from then you can determine if it's going to go up or it's going to go down.
Okay. So with that, I mean, for an average, let's say, my mom,
yes,
she earned about an income of about $30,000.
Correct. Yeah.
And maybe she has $2,000-3,000
Correct.
in a checking account,
Yeah.
saving account.
Correct.
Then there's a risk involved if you
Correct.
would like to invest in stock rather than put the money in a
Correct.
CD or saving account.
So whenever you invest in the CD or in the saving account, the nice thing is that it's very safe. So you know how much money you're gonna make.
Right.
But there's only so much money you can make out of those accounts, because they only guarantee you a few percentage
per year.
Per year. But if you do stocks, you can lose some. It's more risky in the sense that you can lose more money than in the savings account, but you could also make more money than in the saving account. So, for instance, if a saving account or a CD, you only first you are locked in for some amount of time. You cannot access your money.
Okay.
Another thing is that you can only make a few percentage.
Right.
Maybe 3 or 4%. I don't know.
For the entire period.
Correct.
Of the CD.
But the stock, you can access at any time, the money at any time. You can sell and buy at any times, and you can make much more.
So can you give me an example of how Fancy Pan Investment is doing with
Okay.
a particular type of stock?
When we start the investments, we pull 3 or 4 people together, and then we invest in 4 or 5 stocks that we determine that it would be that would go up. And for the first for a while, the stocks did not move, or even we lost some money.
For how long? How long was that?
Maybe like for 4 months, 3 months. And then after that, we did some more homework, and we decided to change focus and look for companies that have more potentials to grow. And unfortunately for us, we are now making money. We are about, I think this time we're about 30 to 40%.
For that particular stock.
So
that within the time period, how many months?
Maybe 6 months.
I see. Okay.
So we lost at first, and then we climbed back up after.
Okay. So any individual can open an online stock account.
Correct.
Now, how would you choose an entity or business in order to open an online account?
In terms of
finding someone, do you just go and just click on a particular brokerage service? How do you find information?
Well, you can find information on the web. Some of those, like I guess bigger websites, like maybe like Yahoo or CNBC or maybe Google Financials. They all have those websites that advertise on the brokerage firms.
Okay.
Or if you want, you can also try some of your own brokerage firms, firms that you have money with or retirement accounts with.
So, in terms of risk, can you give us 2 main points that would help the audience understand about risk when they invest in stocks?
Well, risk is determined as the amount of money you can lose, and so in a certain amount of time. So in terms of stocks, are much more riskier than savings account and CDs, because over time, you can possibly lose more money, but over time you can also make more money. So it's risky. So risk works worth both ways. You can lose more money. You can lose money, but you can also make
But
money.
obviously, Fancy Pan Investment has been making money for
Correct.
that particular
Correct.
stock.
Correct.
So you may not want to share that with us.
Correct. And you know, and every stocks has to be carefully researched,
Right.
and then carefully you know, observed for a little while, and then decide if it's a good opportunity or not.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Ian, for sharing knowledge with regard to one-on-one investment, specifically into a stock account. And hopefully, we will see you in the next go round in the Arc360 on point.
Thank you very much, Dave. And if you want more information, you can email me at fancypaninvest@gmail.com.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you for having me, Dave.
All right.
Bye-bye.